You have to be ready for these. Like, especially cutters this year, they're like the hardest. Hold up. Boo! 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 Bookela!
Get out of line quick, yeah. I be special shit just like a titan. Niggas wanna get it, get the fighting. I'ma let them have it, fist of habit, force of nature, force a habit. Bad habits turn you tragic.
You too. Fly Boys here, aka Mr. Boo Boo Bookela himself, back in his, and I have a hidden tutorial for you guys. More like hidden tips and tricks. So I ain't gonna bullshit y'all. We gonna get straight to it, alright? First things first, you want to come into the main menu, go to options. You want to go to my sliders, adjust the sliders, alright? You're gonna go all the way down to fastball pitch speed, put that bitch all the way up, apply them changes, alright? I'm not gonna apply them because I'm just gonna load the ones I already have. But make sure you save those, so whenever you want to do this, all you have to do is come right here, load it up, and boom, you got it. Now me, I'm gonna load my rosters. You don't have to do this. You could go straight into batting practice right here if you feel like it. I'm just gonna load my rosters, do them what I personally want to do. So I'm gonna show you how you get that done. So you're gonna pick the team that you're gonna be choosing to bat with. We're solely focusing on batting right now. You're gonna go to that team, click player movement, and you're gonna choose the players you want to hit with. Whether you want to hit with a whole lineup or not, that's up to you. This is most of my Diamond Dynasty team. Now, I don't have everybody just because I don't really care anymore. But this is it right here. So what you do is you go to the right side and you look for the players that you want to add to your team. So me, I wanted to add Babe Ruth. I'm pretty sure he was right here in the long ball beast. But you know, these older players, you got to look through these teams. All right. Free agents, mid-century, expansion, long ball. All right. If you want a team that's currently, you want somebody that's currently playing, you would just go to their team, grab them, get them out of there. So me, for example, I went and got myself Mike Trout. So all I would do is press X over there, press X over there, right? So look, let's imagine I didn't have Mike Trout. Press X right here, press X right there. Boom, now we got Mike Trout. All right. You accept the roster changes. You let everything go through. Auto fix. So you're gonna auto fix the roster, cool. All right, now if you want to face different pitchers, again, you would just go choose the pitchers you want to pitch to you, or the ones you want to pitch yourself. But we're solely focused on hitting right now, so I'll show you what that looks like. So look, I always go against the Astros and I always choose the Yankees. So I got Hershiser, Mariano Rivera, Riley Fingers, Rob Dibble, Chapman, Kerry Wood, Al Leiter. I have them all on this team because these are usually the people that I face in ranked seasons. So I would just put them on this team, and there you go. You got it done. All right, simple enough. So me, I'm just gonna load. Again, I'm gonna load my roster because I don't know if I mess it up or anything. So you would save that, and then boom, now you can save. You could just load your rosters in, and you good. So right here, we're gonna go to custom practice. Choose whoever you want. If you want to use a lefty, face a lefty, you feel me? You just got to determine that for yourself. So we're going to go right here. The Yankees, I got my team. I like to play in Shibit. So I'd go Shibit. I like playing at night. I don't like playing daytime. But if you want to make it a little more challenging, just put it on daytime. Got me pitching right now. I don't want to pitch. We're going to go to practice type, press X, put batting, repeat play. Accept that. I like 2 balls, 2 strikes because I'm really just trying to get reps in, all right? So right here, let me fix this up right here. All right, so right here, I'm going to face Hershiser, and I need to bat better with my Trout, so I'm going to put Trout in, and we're going to start practicing. So, all right, how do you want to bat? First off, hidden view, go straight to strike zone. If you're not playing strike zone, you're literally putting yourself at a disadvantage. Yes, there are people that don't play strike zone, but this is the closest view you have to your pitcher, so it's easier to see the ball. So you choose what you want, but I'll tell you strike zone. Make sure the difficulty's on legend for hitting and pitching. By the way, forgot to mention that. Now, hitting interface. Most people use directional. People that want to get good in this game, they'll play zone, all right? Go to zone. Zone, you have the most control over your bat, and you'll be able to hit better, like once you get used to it. So me, the PCI is on. We're going to have me personally, I like to use diamond in the center, yellow color, 40% transparency. I don't like the transparency to be too high because I don't want to be too distracted on my PCI. I'd rather focus on the pitcher and just barely see my PCI so that I'm able to place it. But these are where the tips are going to come in. So me, what I like to do actually, I turn the PCI off. Now, why do I turn it off, you might ask? When I'm practicing, I want to make it as difficult on myself as I possibly could. So we already have the pitch speeds up, and now we got the PCI off. With the PCI off, it's easier to focus on your timing on the pitch because you're not so focused on placing the PCI correctly. That will come, all right? The PCI placement, it will come. Your timing is very important in this game, though. You want to time things as well as you can. So this is a great way to focus on your timing. Me, again, I'm not too focused on PCI placement for the simple fact I'm pretty good at the PCI placement, but this is where I like to start off. So boom, I'll get my timing a little right just by having the PCI off and looking to see where the ball is coming. Boom, let's throw another pitch so I can move on to the next. So I missed that one and I was too early, so I'll go get another hit in real quick. Let's get one. All right, we didn't get the hit, but it doesn't even matter. I just want to teach you what you do. So boom, that's PCI off. All right, PCI on. This is how I play normally. So that's what I do if I want to focus on timing. If I want to focus on PCI placement, I'd do this. I'd take out the inner and outer and just focus on the center. If you don't want to play like that in game, that's understandable. I wouldn't recommend turning on basic. I would always leave that off. The PCI is too big. That's not good. All right. PCI inner will give you a more precise detail of where you're hitting the ball. Then center is the best. I would always recommend having center on. So that's up to you. You can play with these settings, see what you like. I simply just always recommend having a center PCI, never having an outer PCI, and then inner and center. It's really up to you. All right. So we'll discard these changes. Oh no, I don't want the PCI on. I don't want it off. So, all right, that's one of the little weird tips I have. So right here, what I like to do before the pitch comes is just warm up this little PCI. You see it moving, all right? I like to just warm it up, get used to the movement. Try not to do too much. You don't want to flick it too hard, because look, you flick just a little bit, look how far it goes, all right? It's too far. So look, just track the ball, boom. I could have hit that if I felt like it. Oh, another tip. I use control freaks. I don't know if you know what those are. I'll put a link in the description to the exact ones that I use. I use the CQC. These are what they look like if you don't know what they are. They basically extend your stick, your joystick, and it just helps you out to have better control over the stick. You know, all the science in that, just click the link in the description and you'll see what the control freaks are and what they do. Most top players use this. I'm pretty sure like everybody in the top 10 at least use this. These are, they're not necessary, but they help very much. I didn't use these until this year, and they definitely do help. All right. So one thing you always want to remember, you always want to have the ball within your PCI range. All right. Remember, don't flick too much, and don't chase pitches. You want to get in good counts. You see, that was a chase pitch, and that's usually what's gonna happen when you chase pitches. You're not gonna get a good hit. Don't chase pitches. Try to look for something right in here when you're behind when it's starting, or before you have two strikes. Just look for your pitch. All right, that's what I mean. I wouldn't swing at anything out here in here if it's not two strikes and I'm like trying to protect the plate. Like right there, I would never swing at that if I only had one strike or 0 strikes. At 2 strikes, I might swing at that just because I'm protecting the plate. You know, it's a little deceptive, but pitches like that, you never chase, all right? Do your best to not chase these pitches. If you feel like you're really struggling on doing this, you have to make the game challenging for yourself. So I would say go into a game versus your friend, or go on an online game if you have no friends, and just take 2 strikes. Like, put your controller down, take 2 strikes, this is if you can't help yourself, or just use one arm, one hand, and follow the ball until you get 2 strikes. And then at 2 strikes, you have to hit the ball. So it's more like a discipline thing, and it'll like mentally help you prepare to hit balls in the zone. Because again, you don't want to take a shitty swing. But everybody is different, It takes time for everybody to hit good a certain way. So all right, now that we got that out the way, next thing, I like to come here and I like to give myself mental challenges. So let's say I just got on the game and I want to play some ranked seasons. I'll get in here first. Warm up. This is my warm up right here. Boom. There we go. That wasn't the best hit or anything. Pretty sure that's a foul ball. But I like to give myself mental challenges. So I'll come in here and I'll say, all right, I'm not going to go into an online game until I get 10 perfect hits, right? Or maybe until I get 3 good home runs. But the home runs have to be legitimate home runs you feel should have been home runs. So don't cheat yourself, because you'll only be cheating yourself, all right? If you hit the ball way out of where the PCI is and it goes for a home run, that was a bullshit hit, all right? That's most of the time, that's not going to be a good hit. You want to focus on getting good contact, good timing hits. So again, I'd go in, I'll be like, I want 3 home runs, and then I'll go into a game. Or I'll be like, until I get 10 perfect hits, I won't go into a game. Feel me? So that's really a personal thing, but I just gave you a couple examples of some of these things you might want to do. All right, so if that went for a home run, I wouldn't count it. I'd be like, all right, that was a shitty hit. I didn't deserve it. So I wouldn't count that as one of the home runs for that little challenge, right? Then that's another example where that was a shitty hit, but it went for a home run. I wouldn't count that for a home run, for this little challenge. Because, again, you're just cheating yourself. So we versed the righty, right? I got a couple hits. I already got whatever. I beat whatever mental challenge I want, right? So now I'll go in and I'll face a lefty. I like to face Chapman because a lot of people use Chapman and he throws the fastest. So this really helps me with my fastball timing. So right here, you just got to be ready. Those fastballs are going to come in hot. You got to be ready for those fastballs, and you can't be swinging shitty on those sliders either. All right, that fastball wasn't too fast because it was a 2-seamer. But I'll go in, I'll face a righty and a lefty with whoever I feel like I'm not hitting good with. That's what I like to do. All right. Another thing you could do, you could play another game where you basically bat through your lineup. So I'll do it for you guys right here. You put no repeat play, 0 balls, 0 strikes. This will give you more of a realistic take on how you're gonna bat. And what you do is tell yourself all right, I'm not gonna go into a game until I'm able to go through my whole starting 9 of the lineup, and that means you're gonna have to get a hit with most of them because you can't get 3 outs. That's the game. Get through your whole lineup at least once. You could overdo it and say, oh, I'm not doing it until I get through the lineup twice. So look, that was a bad hit. That's nothing. You shouldn't chase that. Only reason I'm doing that is because I'm focused on more of the commentary and what I like to think when I'm doing this. But really, if I wasn't here recording this for you guys, I'd be here just focused up. I'll show you a little bit for this at bat. So boom, I took that pitch. That's a good take. Now we up to 0-2. I'm thinking in my head, he's probably gonna throw me a strike. So I'll be ready for that strike as long as it's sweet. There you go. You see? That's why you need good approaches to hitting. Boom! 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 Y'all thought I forgot? Nah, I ain't forget. Come on now. But again, good approaching. Remember, this game isn't really mechanical as much as it is mental. If you can clear your mind and just focus on your opponent, what you think he's gonna throw next, or the pitcher, what are the favorite pitches? You have to remember tendencies. Does he like to throw the fastball a lot? Does he like to throw the slider? Does he like to throw a slider a lot to try to strike me out when I have 2 strikes? Does he like to push those sinkers inside all the time? Does he like to throw a whole bunch of cutters? You have to be ready for these. You have to be ready for these. Like, especially cutters this year, they're like the hardest. Hold up. Boo! 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 Bookela! But especially cutters this year. Cutters this year are real hard to hit for the simple fact, I don't know why they did this, but let's say, I'm going to give you a perfect example. Let's say a fastball comes in at 93 miles per hour and a cutter comes in at 93 miles per hour. The cutter is actually going to come in slower than the fastball. It doesn't matter that they're the same speed because they consider it like a breaking pitch, so it'll come in slower. You have to be ready for those cutters and sinkers. Those are the most overpowered pitches in this game. So just remember, always try to read your opponent. What does he like to throw? When you get good at that, that's when you'll start seeing more success. You know, the PCI placement and the timing matters, of course. Like, those are very important. But I feel the most important thing about hitting good is that mental aspect. If you're able to really grasp what your opponent is throwing and you're catching him and you're getting the hits, you're going to fuck with his mind. And he's not going to know what to throw to you. And you're just going to have him off balance. And that's how you win games. You have to keep them off balance. You have to keep getting hits. All right, so I'm gonna just play this until I get the last out. You know, we're already up to Mickey Manu. I don't even know what the lineup is right now. I'm not really focused on the game. I'm more focused on what I'm telling you guys. But that's basically everything, you know. The most important thing is time. Just keep playing. If you really want to get good, you just have to play a lot. But play online, all right? If you're trying to get good at playing other people, your best bet is to go and play other people. Fuck your record. That doesn't matter. Just go in, have fun, keep playing. Consistency is key and everything. Just keep playing. You're going to get better with time. It's really just take all these tips into consideration and keep playing. So I've been at this for a while. So look, I lost the game, right? So that means I reset with Jimmy Rollins. Me, I had to go all the way to Iannetta. That's how you win the game. I would have to get through everybody and come back to Jimmy. I lost the game. So now I would just redo it, try to win the game. Just try to get through everybody. But again, we're not doing that here, all right? I just want you to take all these tips into consideration. If you feel like you need to rewatch the video, just go ahead and rewind and think about the things I said. Like I said, this game isn't as mechanical as it is mental. If you could get your mental right, if you could focus real hard, focus is key. If you could focus real hard on the game, don't let yourself be distracted, and just remember the mental aspects of the game of baseball, I promise you'll be successful. Even if your mechanical skills aren't all the way there, if you're able to grasp the mental part, you'll be able to get hits regardless. So anyways, y'all, that's my hitting tips video. I know there's a whole bunch out on YouTube, but I feel like I was able to provide you with a different aspect, a different viewpoint of these things. And I feel like I brought you value. If you feel that same way, I need you to drop a like button and share this video with all your friends that you think need to get better at this game, or even just anybody. Just share this, show me some love. We trying to grow this channel. I've been real consistent, and I hope you guys can see that too. So anyways, I'm gonna get up out of here. Mr. Bukala himself. Let's get it.